Hi, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at Universal's Monsters, the creature from the Black Lagoon. This is one of the classics, and we are continuing with our Halloween horror month, looking at scary figures throughout the month, building up to what I consider to be the scariest figure of all time, in my opinion. But we've done Frankenstein before, and that is made by NECA. This is actually not. This is made by a company called Jada, which I never heard of the company named Jada before. So this is kind of interesting for me. I saw the packaging and everything, and it kind of threw me for a loop for a little bit. And I was going to pass on it to eventually get the NECA one, but it was just the right time and the right place. I am a fan of the Creature of the Black Lagoon film and everything. Um, so I definitely picked it up. And it is a smaller scale than the NECA Frankenstein, but it kind of works for the Creature from the Black Lagoon. He's not a big hulking mass. Like, I saw the Bride of Frankenstein from the set, and I was like, I might pick them both up. But she is much smaller than Frankenstein, and that wasn't going to work. So, but it does work for him, so that's what we're going to talk about today. And this is episode 99 already. I can't believe it. It's kind of crazy. I'm not sure. I was supposed to do Captain Carter next, but I might do something special. And we're sitting currently at the time of this recording at 165 subscribers, which is amazing. But I want to do something special when we hit 200, either a giveaway or something like that. So, man, share it, like it, man. Help me, help this grow, the channel grow and stuff like that. There's big things coming with some green screen. We're going to start changing the format up stuff a bit. But that's all coming really soon, guys. So I appreciate all the support, the comments, and the feedback and stuff like that. So let's get into it. So looking at the package, it is a smaller package than we see for NECA. It doesn't have kind of fold out stuff like that, and I won't try not to compare it too much. But it does have the Universal Monsters logo, and it's apparently an official product. We do see it does come with a bit of accessories and stuff in there, so that is cool. On the side, we got actually Frankenstein, the Bride, and the Creature. On the reverse side, we got art, and this is not a product shot. Some art from the Creature right there, and it's all right. It's not great, but it's not bad. And on the back, we have some pictures of some of the other characters, like I said, or creatures or monsters. And there's Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Creature, which we're about to talk about. And like I said, this is from Jada Toys, and Monsters logo on top. Whole lot of warnings and stuff on the bottom, and there is our UPC if you need it. And anyway, not much else to say. Let's go ahead and open this Creature and check it out. All right, and we are looking at our Creature swimming here in front of us. And it's actually not a bad figure. First time I experienced anything from this company. And there is like a good bit of articulation here. The posability is nice. The plastic feels a little cheap, but the paint and the application stuff is actually pretty good. So we're going to take a look at the accessories that this figure, the Creature, comes with, and then we'll look at the Creature itself. And looking at the accessories that come with our Creature, or Gillman, as he's more commonly known, or also known as, he comes with this big old net, which is in the film. There's a scene where he is captured and stuff like that. He has a lantern smashed on his head, and he's thrown into a net and then eventually a cage. But this is actually pretty well made. It's stretchy and stuff like that, so you can actually wrap the Creature up in it if you would like. So, kind of contain him in there, or for whatever else you want, but it actually works out pretty well, and he kind of catches on his fins and stuff like that, so careful when you're putting it on and off of them that you don't snag it and rip it. But yeah, now it's going to be forever. Okay, but yeah, actually not bad net, very similar to like what we've seen with Leatherhead from NECA before. Also came with this hand right here. This is a fossilized hand. Now, part of the story with the Creature of the Black Lagoon is this hand is found in the Amazon by geologists, and basically it is a fossilized hand of a creature that doesn't exist anymore. So they go to investigate, and they find out that basically the rest of the skeleton probably went down the river to the Black Lagoon. And in the course of this adventure, they are come across the Gill Man, a creature from the Black Lagoon who's already killed before. And he sees a woman, and he wants that woman, so he follows them down to the Black Lagoon, and basically becomes a battle of men against monster, and it's a great film. But yeah, that's why this is in there. It seems like a kind of odd accessory if you're not familiar with the film, but that's what it is. It is a fossilized creature hand. And then we get this harpoon gun, which is this is a little bit odder for me because this is in the film. Near the later half of the film's the last act, the creature is chased underwater, and he's actually shot with a spear underwater. It's actually a really impressive scene for the time, and amazing technical feat, the whole thing. But yeah, this is for the diver, and I can't remember his name at the top of my head. Doesn't really matter. But he's using a spare gun just like this, and shoots the gill man. And then we have this additional head. This is a more closed mouth head, kind of straightforward. The other one looks a little, I don't know, a little derpy with the mouth open, but the creature looks like that always. So it's just because he's got fish lips all the time. But anyway, I think I'll have the open mouth one a little bit more just because you can see those teeth. It looks a little bit more menacing, and it looks a little bit like the poster. But that's the really difference on there. The gills don't really seem to be out either further. There's a little bit more paint on this open mouth one, it seems, on the gills. But yeah, the gills are stuff just about the same. Because his gills would do open and close. They had like this kind of like a bellows that kind of pumped air into it. Very impressive suit for the time. With it was skin tight latex and stuff, but they had like a little air pump that would make the gills kind of open and close on one of the scenes. And but they're the same on that. So, and then we have this kind of grasping hand and stuff like that. And I guess if you want to like grab the woman or hold on to something, it does have a hinge on it to move. But yeah, I guess if you wanted your creature to hold something, this is your hand for that. So that is the accessories for the creature. It's like a little good bit. It feels like a NECA figure with all that. So let's look at our creature. And if you are unfamiliar with the creature from the Black Lagoon, also known as the Gill Man, it is one of the Universal monster films. Is actually considered the last of the Universal monsters, up there with Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and sometimes even Phantom of the Opera is thrown in there. But he's considered the last. He came out in 1954. It was also one of the last 3D movies for that era. And horror and everything was kind of taking a different approach. We had World War II, so like Atomic Age, we started seeing a lot of big monster creatures like Godzilla and stuff, and just strange kind of mutations. And this kind of fit right into that sci-fi horror time. But it was a landmark film at the time, and very amazing technical feat for basically the filming of underwater and stuff that hadn't really been done. And it's really impressive to watch today, knowing that how they did it and with what they had to make it work. The creature was played by Ben Chapman on land, and Rico Browning played it underwater, and he would be underwater sometimes for up to 4 minutes in that suit holding his breath. So that's really incredible. And one of the main people behind the design of the creature of the Black Lagoon is a woman who doesn't really ever get credit for it. Her name is Maleficent Patrick, and man, she is would probably been the coolest chick at that time to hang out with and stuff like that. She was kind of alternative before anybody knew what that meant. She actually designed the creature, and actually she was also animated for Disney, and she worked on Fantasia, and she actually did the Chernobog on Bald Mountain. So yeah, she was pretty damn awesome. So I know they've done Lady from the Black Lagoon, and she's got some credit, but at the time and for the longest time, she was relatively unknown. So if you hadn't seen the movie, you can pretty much watch it in pieces on YouTube and stuff like that. It's not public domain yet, but it's pretty damn close. And pretty much all the monster movies, if you want to watch them, they're out there. And at 79 minutes and stuff like that, it's a really quick watch. So I recommend it. It's a great piece of film and horror history. So looking at our creature and stuff like that, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. The plastic, like I said, feels a little cheap. I think the joints might go a little bit, but I could be wrong. But for what it is, and for being like a creature figure, it's actually pretty legit. I wish the other figures were a little bit bigger, because now I'm kind of tempted to get the Bride of Frankenstein, but I don't, because she's too small. But if I didn't know about the NECA, I mean, I would think you wouldn't do too bad. But looking at the paint on this guy and stuff like that, they did some pretty good stuff on him. So overall, it's a really cool green. It is not the right color green. It's a common misconception and stuff like that. The original creature was actually much darker, more of like a mossy kind of green, and that was done for the shadows and the lighting and stuff like that. But on posters and every time you ever see him, he's very pretty much bright. But not this figure isn't as bright as sometimes you see him. And the good thing is he doesn't have those crazy red lips that you a lot of times see in the posters and everything and stuff like that. So that's good. I do like this kind of brown wash that we get on some of the different parts. Like we have it on his thighs up here, kind of goes down his feet. We see it on his hands, his shoulders, and of course on his face. The yellow accents on his fins and everything and stuff like that is a really nice touch. It really makes the figure pop and looks really good. Of course, with the darker green on there as well, accenting all the scales and stuff like that is really good. And the texture work on this figure is also really impressive. This whole chitin kind of shelled look he's got going on there, going all the way down to where his kind of feet, basically big old feet, and he stands up straight. I mean, you can just drop this figure and he's going to stand with those big old feet, which is a nice plus as well. You know, as I kind of went on a little bit about it being feeling kind of cheap and stuff like that, but it's not. It feels cheap. It doesn't look cheap. If that makes any sense for that. So this is going to be on my shelf. It's going to be up there with my horror figures and everything and stuff like that. It's definitely going to be up there with Frankenstein. I need my Monster Squad, so my Gill Man is going to be in that group, and I think it's good. I'm excited to get more of the Universal monsters, and this until NECA announces one and makes one, this would be my definitive one. So yeah, like I said, the paint on it's really good. Let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. So Gillman can look down about that much, up not very much at all, which kind of sucks for him swimming and stuff. I would like to have his head up a little bit higher, just for kind of swimming poses and stuff like this. You know, you would want that, but you can kind of get a little bit of the ab crunch, which isn't much either. He does have full arm rotation, but you got to work around that shoulder a little bit, and there's a bicep cut. He has double jointed elbows. There is a flex on the wrist. I'll twist it around, huh, buddy? We do have an ab crunch on him, which is not a whole lot. Get a split right here. We do that. He does have, you do have rotation there and a little bit flex on the head and skip it around. And waist rotation is a little bit higher than the waist, but whatever. And split about that much. There is a thigh cut in here, which you wouldn't even see, which is really cool. Double jointed knees. He can kick his own tail fin. And no boot cut. I thought there was. And there's a hinge on the foot. Peg holes on the bottom of the feet. So, like I said, I think this is actually, for the price and for what it is, it's actually a really decent creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, I don't know what any of the accessories you would give him, so I think they did a good job. Even the spear gun's a little weird. Now, we do have that little holding hand. I don't know what they're supposed to put in there. Maybe we'll get some other ladies or something later on. So I'm just going to give him a beer. And there we go. So I think it's pretty good. If you're on the fence about it and stuff like that, pick it up. I found mine at my local toy store and stuff like that. And, once I found out it was a NECA, I was going to pass on it. But when I looked at it and kind of inspected it and everything, I thought it was worth checking out. And now that I opened it, played with it, posed it, reviewed it, I think it's worth it. So tell me what you guys think in the comments. Like the video, share it, comment. Like I said, this is episode 99. 100 will be next. I'm really excited about it. Thank you all you guys for your support, comments, feedback, and everything and stuff like that. I appreciate every single one of you. If there's a request you want, put it in the comments, stuff like that. And like I said, share. Let's grow, man. Let's get bigger and bigger. And big things are coming. So as always, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.